This video is produced for entertainment purposes only. All credit to the author of this novel, Shui Qian-chen. The following spoilers are from the novel, and the series will differ. So, don't expect all of this in the series. If you want to read the novel, then visit patreon.com/BLSpoilers. The link will be in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and tell us how we can improve. Enjoy. Let's start with the video. Chapter 54. Summary. Joe is uncomfortable with Ming's presence while reshooting a scene. He learns that director Pong plans to add a role for Ming as the sickly brother of the protagonist, which will be crucial to the plot. Joe is surprised that Ming has never guest starred in other people's films, except for Tong's. While taking a break, Joe overhears Ming discussing about the investigation with someone on the phone. Ming is looking for a reliable person to investigate the theft, and Joe becomes worried. He fears that the investigation might reveal suspicious loopholes in the theft case. Joe decides to return to the crime scene and destroy any evidence before Ming brings the investigator. He asks the staff if they want to go out singing and drinking, and to his surprise, Ming agrees to join them. At the nightclub, Joe tries to get Ming drunk. A young man approaches Joe and assumes that he is gay, but Joe smiles at the young man and looks in Ming's direction, which the young man notices. Ming suddenly appears and drags Joe out of the private room, asking him if he is gay. Joe confirms that he is, and Ming demands to know who he really is. Joe explains that his name is Joe, and that Pawut told him not to reveal his real name to Tong. Ming asks how much Joe knows about the original Joe, and Joe explains that Pawut only told him that Joe used to be Tong's stuntman and had offended him. Ming tells Joe to stay out of Joe's matters. Joe remains calm and tells Ming that he has never asked about it. Ming leaves, and Joe returns to the private room. Ming sits in the corner, not participating in the activities. Joe brings him a glass of wine and thanks him for his preferential treatment. To everyone's surprise, Ming takes the glass and drinks with Joe. Joe plans to get Ming drunk tonight. Chapter 55. Summary. Ming realized that Joe was trying to get him drunk. Despite his bad tolerance for alcohol, he continued to drink, feeling dizzy after 3 glasses. Joe admitted that he wanted to get Ming drunk, claiming that Ming might forget him once he sobered up. Ming felt strange emotions, comparing Joe to an older version of himself. As the party continued, Ming drank more, and eventually most of the attendees were drunk. Joe and Ming were the last ones remaining, with assistant Jim staying sober to drive them home. Joe helped Ming into the car, and they both squeezed into the back seat. Joe fell asleep during the drive, and when they arrived at Ming's apartment, they struggled to get Ming inside. In the process, Ming leaned on Joe, and when he woke up, he kissed Joe. Assistant Jim, who was helping them, was shocked and decided to leave, giving them privacy. Ming cried, asking if he was old Joe, but then fell asleep, leaving Joe confused and unsure of what had just happened. Joe couldn't move Ming, who was clinging to him, and he didn't want to wake him up. He reminisced about their past relationship, feeling the warmth of Ming's body through his shirt. Joe was afraid to move, fearing that the scene would disappear and turn out to be an illusion. He gently touched Ming's back, feeling the heat from his body, and realized that Ming was the same person he had once been close to, but they were no longer the same people. Thank you for watching. If you want to read the novel, then visit patreon.com/BLSpoilers. The link will be in the description. Special thanks to my legendary supporters, Kiara Russell, Rebecca, Ann, Brian Stargell, Chelsea 212, Suzanne 233, Tamara Coomer, Ems T, Maria Lalbakan, Sharon Fong, Martina Bosankova, S. Armstrong, P. Ed.